They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the run, it's Edwards. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Warren. And his throw is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Restrepo. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Martinez on the carry. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays, you rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's George. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us. And
here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Oh, it gave the defender the business. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to pass, it's Ward. Coming after it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air. It's Ward. He'll pull it down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
How about the quarterback there? Buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Martinez. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Canes pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat. Low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Gets it out quickly. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Setting up the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They want to just keep throwing it. And to get rid of it quickly. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. Pressure coming. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move! He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Ineligible receiver, downfield, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Dropping back, it's Ward. He's got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Third down play from the gun. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Smashes ahead. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst that can happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Just a short pass to the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Downfield. Offense.
The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously have a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
2nd down coming up. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Ward. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Edwards. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Edwards. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Jumped on top of the pile.
That's a nice play on offense there. How about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch?
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Dropping back, it's Warren. Got his man on the right. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. Ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And he's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To throw, it's Warren. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No, it's a fake. He's running for it. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Running with power. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
They're bringing heat. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. On the return, it's Morgan. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Feeling some heat. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Trying to get to him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Looking to pass, it's Ward. Flips it out in the flat. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Caught over the middle. It's George. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll try the run. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Canes have this offense rolling. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And hey, this defense now in the second level, they got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll turn to Martinez. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
The give to the back. Dances away from 1. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Handoff to the single running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Warren. He's taking the shot. He's got it inside the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights, it's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Martinez on the carry. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And that's what defense is all about. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get tough.
He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a long gain on the jet sweep. How good is he in the open field, guys? Making guys miss. He's allowing his blocks to set up and then getting upfield.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in the rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air, it's Warren. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Just need better awareness by the intended target on that throw. Understanding where his body was. He wasn't going to get a chance to get his foot back in bounds after he caught that. You're down by 1 possession late. You've got to be more aware.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're going into the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and you never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll turn to Martinez. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Right back to the well. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Field goal is good. And they go back on top.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Warren. Makes the grab on the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on it today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Got his man quickly. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Ward. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Restrepo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really nice Nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs of games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it will be a 59-yard attempt. Back to pass, it's Warren. They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They run the reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home. Makes a great play for a loss.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Second and goal for the offense. Slams ahead. Touchdown Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They'll try to pound their way in. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Scanning the field, it's Warren. Pocket starts to collapse. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Coming after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And he can't. Anyone open, and down he goes.
name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. Whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On second down, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, first and 10. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, the offense is going the wrong direction here late in the game. Fourth quarter, and they've now given up back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Dropping back, it's Warren. Makes his connection. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance. After the incompletion, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Warren. It's complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion setting up for him.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. He got it. And they've regained the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They move the tight end all over. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Arroyo. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They're having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Third and goal. A touchdown wins it here in overtime. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Martinez. Now on second down. was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught behind the line. It's Martinez. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morgan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. In the red area, it's Edwards. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. It's up and good, although the result is bad. I didn't check. What was the spread on this game? So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. To the air, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. The give. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the two, and we'll play another overtime. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. They're going to run it. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve. Now a chance to win it with a two-point conversion. Looking to throw. They're bringing heat. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll put the tight end in motion. Snap in the shotgun. Firing to the right, complete. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He'll set up to throw. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Trying to pound it in. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Trying to run it in.